You want to make more money as an online coach, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Today, I'm going to show you how to 3x and literally triple, 5x, 10x your online coaching business's net profit, not just revenue, without getting a single new client. There's only two ways to scale. One, you can get more clients, so make more sales. Two, make them worth more. Keep them for longer and sell more stuff to them as well. And so I have plenty of videos on my channel about how to get more clients and make more sales. I even have a free ads course. The link's down below in the description. Go check that out. It's actually really good. But today we're going to talk about how to make them worth more and how to keep customers for a longer period of time and sell them more expensive stuff. And what we're going to do is get into timeline manipulation and expectation setting in order to do this. And so this is something I'm currently solving for with my coaching business. Last year we did about 2 million and trying to increase that to 5. And so this is one of the things that is really important for me as I'm kind of growing and scaling right now. And so with that said, let's get into it. So what I want to talk about is a lesson that I've learned recently, right? So I have my main program, Summit Scale, and it's really fucking good. You can check out my client results and my YouTube interviews and all my results on my Instagram account. Obviously I'm a little biased, but it works extremely well. And it's a 16-week one-on-one implementation program, right? And so it's not cheap, but it's for people who are actually serious and committed and ready to rock and roll, right? However, the problem with this is because it's only 16 weeks, which is usually takes like 3 months to like really see the results that we're looking for. And then we have an extra month on the back end, right? And then from there, we have like kind of rolling month-to-month options after that, or have a mastermind to ascend, right? But I don't really talk about that too much. But the problem with this is it's been like really effective, right? So clients crush it, they get awesome results and you're super happy. But the problem is now we have this conversation of like, all right, what's next? And so one of the problems that I faced last year was like, we go for the renewal conversation at the end of the 16 weeks. And they're like, dude, like I got what I needed. Like I know how to run ads. I have a setter. He's crushing. She's crushing. My content's way better. My sales calls are way smoother. My closing rate's higher. But like, yeah, I'm feeling good. And so I feel like I know what I need to do to keep growing and get to the next level. And then so we're like, oh, that's awesome. But also like, shit, because now they don't renew, right? Or because they're like, they got what they need and they're clear on the next steps from there, right? And so that was a big mistake and a tough lesson for me to learn, because I don't want to like expand the 16 weeks, because then like after that you kind of like lose excitement about the thing. And like let's say I've sold like a 12-month program, for example, right? And like even after like the first 3-4 months, like you kind of lose steam, you lose excitement, and like it's not as fun anymore, right? And so what I'm going to share with you is a few examples from some recent conversations I've had about other businesses that are absolutely ripping and doing way more revenue than I am. And so I want to learn, like I'm learning from that, and I want to share that with you as well and take you along my journey. So basically, instead of selling like just like a 4-month program, what they do, and I know one guy, like one name of the program, but then I don't know the other one. But I was talking to a guy last night. We started this Entrepreneurs Club. It's a sports club. So last night we played soccer, and there were like 30 of us, and it was sick. And one of them was telling me, he's like, yeah, I joined this program. It's a 12-year transformation program. I'm like, 12 years? I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I've never heard of a 12-year coaching program. And basically it's for like men to like become better leaders and providers. And then like after a certain amount of time, then like they get their wives into there, and then like their kids. And it's like apparently supposed to like replace like education. And each month there's like different challenges and stuff like that too. And so I'm like, damn, right? And think about it too. When we're talking about timelines, this is all about expectations. And so like the problem with a 4-month program is like, I've set the expectation that like it should only take 4 months to scale to where you want to get to, which a lot of times it does. But a lot of times like our goalposts change, and like if we're at 10K a month, like all we want to do is get to 20 or 30. Once we're there, we're like, okay, now I'm pushing for 50. Once we're at 50, okay, now I want 100, right? And so if I'm only capitalizing on like one of those areas, I'm losing out on all this revenue, right? And that makes an unhappy camper. And so imagine if I flipped the switch and said, no, no, what if it's like, let's say not even 12 years, but let's just say, yeah, it's a 12-month transformation for your business to go from 10K a month to 100K a month, right? I've had a lot of people do that in way less time. And then also I've had people that do it in more time, right? We've helped at least, I don't know, 10, 12, 15 plus people hit 100K a month. And rarely does it happen within 4 months. And so, again, this is something I'm currently solving for right now, but nonetheless, really valuable lesson I wanted to share. And so, like, let's say instead of 4 months, it's 12 months. And so I was talking to someone the other day, and they were telling me about Tacky More, and I believe that this is what they do, where it's like it's a 12-month program or a 24-month program, maybe. We'll use 12 to keep it simple. And so it's a 12-month program, but you're just buying the first 4 months right out the gate. And then after month 4, like if we're happy, cool, we continue. If we're not happy with it, you can cancel and you don't have to keep paying the remaining 8 months. And so I'm like, that's pretty cool, because all it is just flipping the timelines and the expectations. Because now, instead of them mentally committing for only 4 months and dip their toes in the water, now they're committing to 12 months. But then we're also like kind of giving them like some sort of like a guarantee at month 4, where it's like if you love it, then from there, like you pay again and then join stage 2 of the program, and then from there, right? If we're happy, then we keep going, and then we join stage 3 of the program. And so instead of just monetizing the first 4 months, and then sometimes like, and like I said, we have like super cheap rolling month to month after that. And so we do have some recurring revenue there, but I thought this was just like a genius way to unlock a lot of extra revenue that like is going to be way easier to sell. And so I'm going to talk to my team very soon, but I just want to make this video and get it out there because it's really top of mind for me right now. I know it can help you guys too, but to do something like this as well, because if you think about it, it's like their expectation is set for 12 months. They're like, okay, I'm working with this mentor for 12 months. And now like that's way better. It's 3 times more than like just 4 months. And then again, like guarantees always sweeten up your offer and all that kind of stuff, right? And so it makes it all cute and fun. But then, so it's like easier to sell. And then what happens is you get higher buy-in and commitment from your clients, because now they're like, their timelines are more expanded. They're operating from more of a place of abundance instead of scarcity. And whereas like with this, they're like, shit, I've only got 16 weeks. Like, and like, it's easy. Like sometimes when you have your back against the wall, you step up, but some people, they get overwhelmed, they get stressed out, and then that throws them off a little bit. And so if their expectation is like 12 months and this is just the beginning, this is just phase 1, then like you'll have way better clients and way better headspaces as well. You'll have much more retention because they'll stick around for longer because they're already expecting and committing at least 12 months or 24 months or 12 fucking years, which is absurd. But I gotta dig into that and model that a little bit. So then you'll have like a better, stronger community as well, because people will stay in it for longer. And then obviously like you make more money, and then higher ascension rate, meaning you can sell more expensive programs, because like chances are it's like some of the scales, like, I mean, people make way more than what they pay, which is sweet. I want to maintain that value discrepancy. But like that one, it's like we covered like the offer, the ads, marketing strategy and content, videos, video sales letter, YouTube, hiring an appointment setter, and then even like a little bit on like hiring a closer and client success manager and stuff like that. But then like in my mastermind, that's where we really focus on building like team building, leadership, systems, because like getting to 100K a month and staying there and making it easy requires you to build proper systems, right? And so that's a lot more expensive than my main program. Now, again, I don't really talk about it too much because I don't really have it productized too much right now. And so I just want to keep the main thing, and I think I can take Summit Scale way further by switching around some of the models. But anyways, all that said, increase LTV, lifetime value, because your clients become worth more money to you. And what's really cool is you can literally 3x your business, like your net profit. Everyone's talking about revenue in the online coaching space, which is stupid. No one's talking about profit. And profit is all that matters, because at the end of the day, most coaching business, 99% of them are not sellable assets. They never will be. And which means like you're not building enterprise value, which means you're not going to sell it and go for a big exit, which means on the other hand, you should optimize your cash flow. And so last year I took a private jet to Texas with Dan Martell, and I asked him this question. I'm like, hey dude, I got a great cash flow business and whatnot. But I was at this Alex Hormozy event, and he told me that like coaching businesses, info, it's like, they're not sellable. His whole team was like, yeah, they're not, like, don't do that. And then, so I asked Dan, I'm like, what should I do? And he's like, yeah, 100%. You should dump all the cash into something that has enterprise value, that is actually inherently valuable, like other types of businesses, like software, AI stuff, or even just like traditional investments as well. And then build up like a portfolio. And so like, okay, cool, fair enough. And so you should milk your coaching business for the profit and cash flow, and then put that into other areas that generate long-term wealth building. So then you don't have to work in your coaching business forever. But the cool thing about this is because we already have, like, we paid for the clients here, right here and right here. So that means we don't have to pay for them again. So to make this other sale, it costs us nothing, right? These sales cost us literally nothing. There's no cost to acquire a customer. And so we're literally like, there's no commissions paid out to sales teams. There's no advertising spend that goes into that. It's literally just like back end sales. I mean, yeah, you might pay you probably will pay your client success delivery team some commission, probably, hopefully, but it won't be, so maybe it's not no CAC, but it's very low CAC. And so I'll fix that there, because I want to be realistic here. But yeah, so anyways, do that and make a lot more money, make a lot more profit, build wealth, retire your grandchildren's children, and have a lot of fun while you do it. So that's it for the video. Hopefully you learned something. Let me know down below if this is helpful. If you want to see more whiteboard videos like this, I can do that. And yeah, if you want to learn more about Summit Scale, check out the main video pinned to my YouTube channel on the homepage, and it breaks it all down for you. So with that said, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.